episode number 21 already of my FM20 save with Rapid Bucuresti. We're here on the first match that you guys missed. It's against Astra Giurgiu. You can already see the result. I was pretty surprised, especially after the last run of games that we had. I mean, you've seen the final two games against Repentia and against Vitorul, I think it was, that we had a very bad spell of games. So to beat Astra Giurgiu, who were pretty high up in the league at this point, 2-0 as well. Lambulic with the first goal and Labo with the second, if I remember correctly. You can see here Zemiosh with the ball on the left hand side and Gretu with the cross, and indeed Brighton Labo with the 2-0. So to beat them and to absolutely dominate them as well, as you can see by the stats shown here on the screen. That's a great start to those matches in between. So unlucky that you guys didn't get to see this one. But still happy to get the 3 points nonetheless. So let's move on to the next one. And after beating Astra with 2-0, I was very hopeful for this clash against UTA Arad. As you may remember, they promoted alongside with us in the first season. We did get the 1-0 in the 50th minute, but then just over 5 minutes before the end of the game, they managed to get the equalizing goal, and we drew 1-1. We lost another 2 points, and it was against a pretty bad team as well, so very disappointing after that 2-0 win to lose 2 points again here. And then this match against Academica Clinchani, we lost to them earlier in the season, and we lost to them again 1-0, a goal in the 29th minute. Again, they're not a very good team. They got promoted this season, but we just can't seem to play well against them. They just seem to have us figured out. They know how to play against us, and they beat us twice this year. So I hope that they won't end in the same group after the split as we do, so we don't have to face them another 2 times. But yeah, another 3 points dropped, and that just means our hopes of getting European spots are diminishing very, very quickly. And the final match in between against Universitatea Cluj, they were bottom of the league, and it was again, we came up 2-0, again Lambulic and Labo. I tried to play Labo at right wing, just like the assistant tried in the game against Vitorul, and it worked out a couple of times. I mean, as you can see, this is the second game that both of them have scored a goal. We did concede in the 78th minute, but still happy with the result. I mean, it's bottom of the league, but at this point, I was happy at all that we got the win, because as you can see, in the past 5 games, we've only won twice. Let's not even start to talk about those games before that. We're still on a very bad run of games, and now we have to face Dinamo Bucuresti, the team that we lost against earlier in the year as well. I'm not sure here, 1-0 at home, so now play them away from home. I mean, it couldn't be that far, we were in the same city, but still, they're in 10th, we're in 6th, we're still in the 6th. We can move up to 5th if we win this one, so this season has been very weird. All teams are losing left, right, and center. As you can see, the top team has already dropped a lot of points as well. And we are in 6th, but we're only 15 points off of the top, and we're only 4 points off of European spots as well. So yeah, as you can see, we can't even finish in 14th anymore. But I'm not sure if that's correct, because after the split, the points get halved again. But who cares? We're here right now at the game against Dinamo. Let's get straight into it. Let's hope that this time we can get a result against them. Let's try to build on that result against Universitatea Cluj in the last game. Even though the games before that were disappointing, we did get the win. So let's try to get another win here. Let's try to make it really hard for them to play their natural game. Let's try to play our game and have them chase us. I think that's what we try every game, but it just doesn't seem to work out very well yet. As you can see, Labrovic in goal, Bajan, Malo, Tano, and Brikiak in the defense. As you can see, the first time in a few matches that we got our full strength defense back. Yorza and Neago in the midfield. Piris is still unavailable. Safer, Alami, and Pintea in attacking midfield, and a striker Lambulic. So I'm gonna try it like this for now. If Safer doesn't perform, we'll sub on Labo, of course, at right wing. and see if the golden duo of Labo and Lambulic can provide for us again. But first, let's see if these 11 can do something against Dynamo. Dynamo are in 10th, but they were, so the previous time we faced them, they were also in 10th. So it doesn't say anything because at that time I think we were in 2nd or 3rd, and we still lost. 7 minutes in, the first highlight is a free kick for us. It's snowing. I haven't seen that very often yet. Maybe because I mostly play in Holland and it doesn't snow here, like ever. But Safer almost with the 1-0 already after 7.5 minutes played, but a good save by Piscatelli, who gives the long ball forward, but we intercepted luckily at the back. Malo plays it back to our keeper, to Labrovic, and he can take his time, and he does so as well. Long ball forward, but Dynamo intercepted. I thought it would have been the end of the highlight, and luckily they screwed up the shot, and it was miles wide of the post. So 10 minutes played, both of us have had a chance. I think our chance was a little bit bigger than theirs. As you can see, they haven't had a shot on target as well. We have had 2 shots on target. So here in the 18th minute, Brikiak has the ball on the left side, gives it to Yorza, back to Tano, who switches it to the left side. Pintea has a lot of space there, but he decides to go back to Brikiak, and he decides to switch the play to the right side. Bajan now again with space. Safer maybe can come up with a cross. He goes past his opponent, and apparently it's a foul again. Just like last game, I don't necessarily agree with it. They gave the foul that time. I'm not sure if they will now, but we'll see. That would give us a penalty. Let's see what the VAR says here. Taking his time, of course, the referee. And it is a penalty. Alright, so as I said, don't necessarily agree with it, but I'm not gonna complain. The golden chance for us to put us in front, the penalty taken by Alami for the 1-0, and the keeper saves it. Of course he does. I don't think we've scored a lot of penalties this year. I remember us missing a couple of penalties, but I don't remember us scoring a lot of penalties. So it's still 0-0. We should have been up 1-0. We should have been up maybe 2 or 3-0 even. But we're not. It's still 0-0, and it's still a very tight game as well. As you can see by the stats here, we are dominating possession by a mile, but we are not doing anything with it. So right now it's halftime, and it's still 0-0 as you can see. Let's hope that we can change that up in the second half and maybe get the win here. It's always what I'm going after, obviously, but I really want to chain a few good results after each other because the last few months have been horrendous. Tano here has the ball in the 51st minute, and he just loses it to Montini. He was in a patch of snow, so maybe I was making a little snowball, but luckily Labrovic saves it and makes good for Tano's mistake. Maybe it's because he was injured for so long that now he's back that he forgot how to play football, forgot that he was a defender. But anyway, luckily they didn't get the goal. We're in the 70th minute, only 20 minutes to go, so I'm gonna sub off Antonio Safer for Labo, and I'm gonna sub off Alami for Dragikeanu, and I think I'm gonna leave it at that for now, or I'll just put on Crazy as well for Niago because he isn't performing at all this game. So let's go a lot more attacking as well. I mean, I've done this, I think, every game that we weren't winning, and sometimes it comes back to haunt us and we concede a goal. But I mean, a draw is just not good enough for us. We need to get the win. We need to get a few wins here, and we're not getting that if we're not going more attacking, apparently. So only 5 minutes to go, and Dragikeanu here stands over the free kick, and it's just over the bar, and wide of the goal as well. There was a very good chance, but sadly we couldn't make anything of it, and now they have a goal kick. He played it to the left side, but Labo intercepts it. Can Labo and Lambulic work together again? They can't because Labo loses the ball, and now Dynamo is in one-on-one against Labrovic, and Labrovic saves it. Labrovic has been so important for us this entire season. He has had so many brilliant saves, and I think only 2 or 3 big mistakes. I mean, it sounds like a lot, but compared to the amount of saves he has had to make, he has been amazing for us, and I hope we can keep a hold of him for a long time to come. But here he stands no chance. Diego Fabrini puts Dinamo Bucuresti in front with only 2 minutes to go. So that's probably the end of the game again, because I don't think we can come back from that. Only injury time to go, and that's the end of the game. So another loss, another very, very disappointing result. With every loss, my hopes of getting European football are crushed every time, again and again and again. We're still in the cup though, so maybe we can make something from that. And the season isn't over. It's not by a long shot. I mean, there's only 20 games played, and as you remember, there are 36 games to play. That is, if we can make it into the top top six. Sorry. So we really cannot drop any points, because that would mean that we drop out of that championship group. That would be horrible as well, because last season we did get into the championship group. So I think that we should be able to get in there again, but something has to change, because there are only 6 games left in this stage of the season. Yes, there are only 6 games left, and we're only 2 points in front of the number 7. So something has to change. The next 6 games are 6 very important games to play, and that's also the reason why the next game I'm gonna see you guys is gonna be that final game against CFR Cluj. Is it? Let's do a double live com again. Let's do Stoja and CFR Cluj, the final 2 games of this stage of the season, and see where we're at where we're at that point. I mean, I'm so excited again. I can't speak normally. So let's do those 2 games in the next episode. For now, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. Subscribe as well if you don't want to miss anything for this series and any other series in the future. So I'll see you guys next time, and bye bye.